just keeping my composure, and if I do that, I feel like I have a great chance.
So what you're telling me is you think that people that play 2K are just a little emotional? I've never seen that before. Come on.
I think we all are, especially myself. I'm definitely emotional when I play the game.
Out of all the people that have qualified, is there anybody that you've seen that you know or you're looking forward to play against?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome to 2K. DA.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
So here is Miami's starting group. They've got Jimmy Butler. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Crowder and a power forward. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Shots good from Butler.
Well, Jimmy Butler can score on all 3 levels, inside, outside, and from distance.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And finished off by Fultz.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The kick out to Dragic. Back to Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Fultz. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Outside Butler. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. No good from Dragic. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And it's Dragic off the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
Awesome drive from Dragic there. Simply put it up and put it in.
Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Here's Fultz, and the basket is good. Fultz has got his second basket of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Outside Robinson. The kick out to Dragic. Dishes it to Butler. Back to Dragic. Makes it off the glass. Dragic has got his second basket of the night.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Goran Dragic.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Orlando has possession. After the Heat pick up 2. Augustine passes to Ennis. Ross with it. From deep three-point range.
You got it. Come on.
Bamba dishes to Augustine. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Jones, no luck.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Here's Gordon, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Iguodala kicks to Olynyk. Inside, here's Adebayo. Shoot it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You wonder just what it is that's next for Bam, as he's shown incredible improvement in a very short amount of time. He's one of the more versatile bigs in the...
And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
These guys work so hard, and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Iguodala out there with Hero. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Carter Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Carter Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for DJ Augustine. The Heat also with the sub. Dragic is checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Nice shot there by Bamba. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Fournier comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Fultz in for Ross. The Heat also changing it up. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jones. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Tyler Hero. Vucevic finds Fultz. That three off the mark. Miami leading by 4. And stolen by Fournier. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
And Isaac throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Michael Carter-Williams. Butler passes to Olynyk. Isaac with the steal. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Fultz, no good. Fultz has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. To the inside, from about 19 feet, Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a sitter who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Left block shot on the way. Misses off the right iron. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Robinson kicks to Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Basket good. 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Yep, it counts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, James Ennis, he'll check in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Heroes checked in for Miami. To the paint, it's stolen by Vucevic. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first. Bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead. And Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Adebayo passes to Butler. Now here's Adebayo. He's covered closely. Iguodala kicks to Jones. Pass to Adebayo. Nice D from Fournier.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Ennis. There's the 3. No good there. Up in time. That shot missing. And a close game so far through the first 2. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie John. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They only had a couple rough stretches and
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Dragic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. The pass to Robinson. To the middle. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Adebayo.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Adebayo. In the corner, Crowder with it. Offensive rebound.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Magic leading by 3. Here's Fultz. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Orlando making some changes. Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And Miami also making a switch. Olynyk's checked in. In the corner, it's Robinson. Butler passes to Olynyk. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Olynyk. To the wing on the left. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Robinson missing again.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. The feed now to Gordon. Crowder with the steal. It's tipped. Down low, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Pass to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler passes to Hero. To the inside, and Gordon over to help. Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Clock at 6. Back to Olynyk. That one wide left.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Butler goes in. The kick out to Crowder. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's Carter-Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Butler passes to Olynyk. Vucevic with the block. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Gordon. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Hero passes to Olynyk. They need this. The shot will not fall. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Then for the Heat, Derek Jones comes in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Hero passes to Olynyk. Feeds to Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Kicks to Ross. Bounce pass, Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Vucevic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 16.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Olynyk the pass to Iguodala. Inside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Fires from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Magic. They finish off the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-4 run. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the one spot. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Shot clock at 6. Adebayo finds Jones. Here's Hero. Vucevic defending.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game.
That free throw good from Fultz.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
And Miami making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Hero passes to Robinson. Isaac with the steal. Left side Fournier. Here's Gordon. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field.
But nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Fultz. And some changes here for the Heat. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Count that bucket. Robinson's got his first basket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Fultz. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Stolen by Gordon. To the inside. And And finished off by Fultz.
The long arms of Gordon lead to that basket. Aaron does a nice job just staying active on the defensive end.
Robinson dishes to Dragic. The kick outside to Butler. Knocks it loose. Robinson passes to Butler. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. It's stolen by Fultz. Fournier finds Vucevic. Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Butler against Fultz. Passes to Robinson. Right side, Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Vucevic with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Adebayo.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Vucevic.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team. And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
No good on that one. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. And he's good on the second. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's a 1-2. And a miss there on the triple. Down low. Here's Hill. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Back to Augustine. Over none. But they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. And Bamba with the lay-in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's none. And the three off target. Out to the wing. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, good evening.
That warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
Here we go.
And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Robinson.
I got yours.
Now here's Dragic. Back to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Butler on the wing. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Outside, White. Left side, Levine. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And it's Miami the other way.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lobs it up there for White. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Robinson goes in, takes the assist, and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Pass to Robinson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here comes White, leading the fast break, and finished off by Porter.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Miami shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And the technical free throw is good. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
And stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Miami with a change here, too. Olynyk's checked in. And so Young will bring it up for Chicago. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss. Miami trailing. Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Young with the steal. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Adebayo. They get it back. 1:57 left in the first. Olynyk the pass to Hero. Back to Olynyk. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A different look for Miami. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Dunn right side. Out to the right wing. Hutchison passes to Dunn. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Defended by Jones. 6 to shoot. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Iguodala's running. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Doesn't matter how many years Iguodala plays in this league, he's going to give you everything he has, wire to wire.
This is it to Hutchison. Here's Dunn. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Satoransky. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. To the paint. Here's Jones. Rejected by Young. They get it back.
Signature up fake by Kelly Olynyk makes it hard to challenge his shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Harrison. Cornette. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Inside. Now here's Olynyk. Tight defense on him. Back to Iguodala. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Bulls.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat. They're up by 1. From And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
We've got Valentine. Harrison out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Young. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Heat moving the ball around. Now the pass to Olynyk. It's deflected. Crowder against Markkanen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I love the finish there by Markkanen. Can absorb the contact because he's improved his strength.
So for the Bulls, Porter comes in for Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. Butler passes to Robinson. To the middle. Double team on Adebayo. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Levine, the kick out to Porter, to the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
To the middle. Crowder, the pass to Iguodala. Up again, and Crowder stays with it.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
The Bulls leading by 4. Outside, Levine. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Levine's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Crowder. Carter pulls it in. The Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. With the putback, Levine on the follow. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Outside, Porter. Takes a 3. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor. Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Outside, Levine. 1:39 left now here in the second. Markkanen dishes to Carter over Robinson to the paint. And it's Levine that time on the assist by White. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Heat trail by 9. While they're passing to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Outside, Crowder. Now the feed to Robinson. Back to Crowder. Outside, Butler. Pass to Adebayo. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What I like about Zach LaVine right now, he's really finding ways to get to the line more.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White. No good from Dragic.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And it's in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hero. Guarded by Levine. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And Levine throws it down.
When they go up-tempo and push the action, they are speaking Zach LaVine's language.
Olynyk finds Dragic. Stolen by Levine. And here's the fast break. Back to Young. The shot's good. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
And so it's Chicago, feeling good about their... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to... Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. And...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Dragic. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. Good ball movement here by Miami. And so Miami again turning it over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
And a wide open look for Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Although Porter's a good bet to make that shot, it's a play you can run for him time and time again.
Here's Levine. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Robinson for 3. Porter pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The kick outside to Butler. Outside Dragic. Adebayo passes to Robinson. A 3-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And White slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for Zach LaVine. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
He was drafted 2 picks ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2013. Kelly Olynyk has carved out a nice career, though, but it must still give Danny Ainge nightmares.
Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Pass to Cornett. Done outside. That one, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Jones kicks to Iguodala. Back to Jones. In the corner, Iguodala with it. 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. And again, it's the Heat missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count the basket.
A prime example of Satoransky's feel and vision for the game is making it easy for his teammates.
Iguodala outside. Here's none. Miami no good on that time either. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Valentine. That one no good. Good defense by Iguodala. Cornet passes to Dunn. From outside, off the mark. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Often viewed as just a shooter, Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Dunn. The Heat also with a sub. Silva's checked in. The Bulls have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. To the left wing. Back to Young. Pass to Hutchison. It's stolen by Jones. And so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here is Miami. They've got Harrison. Also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Cornet in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Hill left side. There's the pass to Hero. Lets it go with the 3. Hill, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And the basket by Hutchison.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Satoransky against none. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Silva. Inside. Back to Leonard. It's stolen. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Gafford passes to Harrison. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Gafford. Clock at 6. And the layup falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Leonard finds none. 3-pointer. Hero no good. And the Bulls with possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And he gets it to go.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Hero. Miami has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nunn passes to Hill. Down low. Passes it to Silva. And here's Nunn. Right side, Butler. The Heat need to get a shot off. And here's Hill for 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Luke Cornet. And it's Dunn in for Satoransky. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Here's Hutchison. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Back to Butler. Taken away. Here's Dunn. From deep 3-point range. And again, no good by Chicago.
And not doing his team any favors jacking up 3-pointers. He needs to realize that right away.
Launches it. Doesn't go for him. And for the Heat, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Butler, and it's blocked. Done outside. He tries for three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zach LaVine.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Miami. .105 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the pass to Valentine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Young with no one around. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Saransky's checked in for Dunn. Leonard with the ball. Silva, the pass to Leonard. And Hill has it in the corner. To the paint, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Young in the corner. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses the jumper. Here's Iguodala. The second chance effort. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Satoransky, the pass to Gafford. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Hutchison from the arc. That shot, no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.
play against, or maybe somebody who hasn't qualified that could potentially in the future?
The main person that I know he's going to qualify is Splash Edition. He's a 2K League player. Me and him have had some tough games already this year. We played in a few tournaments already this year. I'm just Isaac. Yeah, it's Playway. Both were in the tournament last year. I'm looking out for all of them because honestly, on any given day, we could all beat each other.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Well, the weekend obviously is in full. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point. Now, here's Sexton. His three-pointers off the mark.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Here's Robinson. Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Garland. Love outside. Pass to Sexton. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler dishes to Robinson. To the inside. Crowder, the pass to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And the pass to Garland. Left side, Love. They get a hand on it. One-on-one here. Outside, Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Butler, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Inside, it's stolen by Adebayo. Crowder, the pass to Robinson. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Outside, Robinson. Loads it up for Adebayo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Osman, the pass to Sexton. Some solid defense from Butler.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Passes it to Robinson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Love with the ball for the Cavaliers. Searching for their first points of the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Olynyk. Lays it up and banks it in.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
On the wing, Nance. Iguodala with the steal. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Iguodala outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Porter passes to Thompson. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Cleveland moving it around. Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Iguodala's. Oh.
You've got to be kidding. Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Jones checked in for the Heat. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Thompson. Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Pass to Windler. And Jones sends it back. Iguodala against Nance. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Thompson passes to Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
There's the dish to Olynyk with 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Boy, the speed in the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
Miami with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Back to Iguodala, pass to Crowder. Dishes to Olynyk, and the shot goes in. Olynyk's got 6.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Windler's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Nance. Back to Crowder. Porter with the steal. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Here is Porter after the Heat pick up 2. And it's blocked.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. The Cavaliers trailing. The tray. Garland, no good. Heat shooting well, 50% from the floor. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Olynyk can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Thompson dishes to Drummond. Windler, the pass to Drummond. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jones. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Now, here's Adebayo. Darius Garland missing his last shot. And Adebayo throws it down.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Poked loose. Here's Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. The pass to Adebayo. In the corner, it's Robinson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 4 on the shot clock. Crowder goes in. Here's Adebayo. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Love the pass to Garland. Here's Drummond. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now, here's Sexton. He kicks it to Garland to the right side. Passes to Love. The three. No good. The Heat leading by 6. Pass to Robinson. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And it's sent back by Drummond. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Adebayo finds Dragic. In the corner, Crowder with it. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Garland. And it's Miami with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Yep, that one goes in there. Adebayo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Garland has it in the corner. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. So it's Miami now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Adebayo and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And he sinks the second.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Windler. Now here's Drummond. And so it's the Miami Heat in control. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's good.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Robinson. Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 1. 6 to shoot. Butler passes to Adebayo. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. Over Adebayo. And that one hits back iron.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Butler finds Dragic. Here's Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. Jacks up a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Out to the wing. Pass to Osman. The pass to Sexton. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shoots from the corner. Got a piece of it.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Dragic the pass to Robinson. Butler kicks to Dragic. Heat moving the ball around and stolen by Drummond. Wallace with it. Robinson picks him up. Off with the layup.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
The kick out to Dragic. Butler from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. Great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
Sexton the pass to Osman. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Miami. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count that one.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Sexton dishes to Garland, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Garland's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Miami leading by 8. Dragic looking for an opening. Back to Robinson. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, I think you have to appreciate how Jay Crowder sees the floor. This guy is an unselfish player who wants to get his teammates involved.
Count it. Drummond's got 5 points so far.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Robinson for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Osman. That shot no good. And the Heat going the other way now.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Dragic against Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
To the middle. Here's Sexton. And Adebayo sends it back. But they get it back. Sexton kicks to Love. Goes back up. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Love's got 5 points in the quarter. The kick out to Dragic. Passes it to Crowder. To the wing on the left. Deep two from Robinson. He can't get that one.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Nance passes to Windler. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Iguodala kicks to Adebayo. Olynyk against Nance. And that one, good. Adebayo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Sexton. Feeds to Thompson. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
How about Iguodala skying for the throwdown? A little throwback dunk from Andre. Go ahead.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Goran Dragic is checked in for Adebayo. Miami leading by 15. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Sexton. From downtown, they get it back. And the layup is good.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo's checked in. Hero passes to Adebayo. Stolen by Garland. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Porter. And Jones pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Porter. And that one's drained from the low block. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Just 4 to shoot. Butler from outside. Another shot. Adebayo up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And Garland comes to help. It's Crowder on the wing. He's guarded by Love. Crowder feeling it out a bit and stolen by Drummond. Porter with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Off the left rim and out.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Heat lead by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Miami.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Garland, no good. And Miami has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Nunn finds Hill. Miami no good on that time either.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Nunn passes to Silva. Stolen by Exum. From deep. Offline. And so it's the Heat winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
honestly.
So if you were to win it all, what would you do with the prize money?
In all honesty, I really don't know. I mean, I'd help my family as much as possible. That's one of my main things. And then probably just invest money if I can. Got to make it to the finals first, and we'll go from there.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the champ. How it's ended out today.
Hey, Kevin,
everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Crowder in at the 4-man position. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Bam Adebayo.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
For 3, Fournier, and it's Miami with the rebound. Crowder goes in. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Isaac passes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fournier gets a wide open look, and the 3 ball is good.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter. Every season he's been in the league.
Butler kicks to Adebayo. Back to Butler. The shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
And the second free throw, good. That's tipped, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Heat now. Heat on offense. 4-point game. Here's Dragic. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
And it's put back in by Vucevic.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Crowder the pass to Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Back to Dragic. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Crowder. Butler in the corner. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. It's hauled in by the Magic. Kicks it out to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson.
You know, with excellent lateral quickness for his size, Bamba's a quality defender.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Jones following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Dragic the pass to Hero. The kick out to Dragic. Feeds it to Olynyk. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run, and Dragic with the lay-in.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Augustine from outside. Rebound by Olynyk. Here's Hero. And that one is hammered home.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Olynyk, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, and Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Vucevic with the block. And he recovers it. Hero passes to Olynyk. Goes back up. He lays it in. Olynyk's got 4 this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. And it's Butler in for Goran Dragic. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. Fournier comes in for DJ Augustine.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. and that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Don't think you're going to get a better look than that, and it's Butler who makes it possible with an excellent feed.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero passes to Adebayo.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it. But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Hero passes to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The Magic making a switch here. Ennis is checked in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Outer dishes to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from us.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder. Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Iguodala, no good. Magic leading by 4. Bamba finds Ross. Down low. Gordon. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bamba passes to Augustine. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Back to Adebayo. And so Miami again turning it over. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are leading by 4. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, one area.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Mohamed Bamba getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 8 points.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Adebayo. The kick out to Crowder, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that 3-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range, but I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Butler on the wing. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. And Butler puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Carter Williams gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic. And now it's a 10-point Orlando lead. Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by Isaac. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Adebayo passes to Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And the Magic making a change here as well. Ross is checked in. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Offensive rebound. Here's Olynyk, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 14.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Orlando also making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Bamba. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. Here's Ross, and Ross with the slam.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Bamba with the block, and they get it back.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And the basket by Gordon.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Jones kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Hero. Inside, kicks it out to Iguodala. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Can't connect from short range.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock to halt the run, and there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Fultz, no good. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Dragic. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Ross. Can't connect. And so it's Orlando out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Orlando, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
There's the pass to Fultz. He feeds it to Vucevic. And Adebayo sends it back. Ross finds Isaac. Tries again. No good from Ross. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And finished off by Fultz.
Very impressive instincts that Fultz has. I mean, especially on offense. He knows exactly when to bounce for the alley-oop.
Isaac passes to Ross. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Iguodala.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Evan Fournier's checked in for the Magic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Outside for Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't hit that one. Orlando leading by 17. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And it's put back in by Vucevic.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Back to Robinson. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And I love watching Jimmy Butler play. This guy is just fun to watch. I mean, he's a tremendous dunker, strong physical body, and he knows how to throw it down.
Out left to the wing. Fires for 3. Fultz, no good. The Heat trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Fultz dishes to Fournier. The 3. Another miss by Orlando.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
For 3, Fournier. Rebound by the Heat.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Magic leading by 18. Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Fournier for 3. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Crowder with the steal. It's stolen by Fultz. The shot's good from Fournier. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. James Ennis, he'll check in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Orlando.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Vucevic.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Iguodala left side. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Heat on offense. Nunn kicks to Hill. Nunn looking around. Now the dish to Leonard. No good from 11 feet. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
welcome Danny to the show.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
So Danny, you're from Europe. Where exactly are you joining us from?
I'm from Spain right now, in Barcelona. It's incredible.
Beautiful. How does it feel to qualify for the tournament and have a chance to win hundreds of thousands of dollars and potentially be named the best My Team?
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Dragic in at the guard position.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Robinson. Crowder kicks to Dragic. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
And it's White missing. And here are the Heat now. Here's Butler. No good on that one. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Levine up top. He's got 5. Out to Carter. White left side. Here's Levine. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
The kick outside to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Robinson, that's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. And the Bulls making a change also. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Free throw good, Levine.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Count it.
Oh, you better wrap Porter up on these type of shots. When you don't, he fends off the contact well and finishes in style.
Crowder, the pass to Dragic. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Dragic. Outside Crowder. Over to the wing. Here's the 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's Chicago the other way.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Butler. Dragic gets the bucket.
You can count on Olenek to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate, and that feed was phenomenal.
Outside, White. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Back to Iguodala. Dragic, the pass to Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Iguodala dishes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Back to Iguodala. Miami needs to get a shot off. And there's the pass to Hero. Over Levine. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it.
force.
I cannot believe that. 31. Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Thaddeus Young. Sadaransky's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. That one drops for him.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olenek can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Levine, yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And Levine, here we go. And that one is good. Levine's got 17.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Olenek, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Hutchison, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Levine with the ball. Here's Dunn, rejected by Dragic. And now here comes Jones, leading the break, and the shot goes in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Hey, yo, right here. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Derek Jones is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero into the point. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Hero. And a change for the Bulls. Harrison's checked in for Sadaransky. Now here is Robinson. Here's Butler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times, and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Down against Iguodala. Miami grabs the miss. And here they go. Pulls up. Offensive rebound. Here's Adebayo. And he lays it straight in. Adebayo's got 8.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Butler kicks to Iguodala. Back to Butler. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of space. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Dunn. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a three-point Bulls lead.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Goran Dragic is checked in for Andre Iguodala. The Bulls also changing it up. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn.
A strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. And the Bulls lead by 3.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Butler kicks to Dragic. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Here's Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 5 to shoot. Rejected by Young. They recover it. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. The Bulls also changing it up. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Young. And Zedaransky subbed in for Shaquille Harrison.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Porter against Jones. Adebayo passes to Jones. Here's Hero. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Adebayo sends it back. Jones drives in. There's a minute left in the first half. Down low. And Olynyk kicks to Jones. Back to Olynyk. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Olynyk's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Right side, White. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Well, there's such a great rhythm to the game. White looked comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Here's Jones. A beautiful reverse layup. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Hutchison. Poked away. It's stolen by Dragic. Unhindered, going all the way. The finish. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right. And I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porter, and Levine subbed in for White. Levine wide open, and the Bulls with another miss. Here's Hero. Zedaransky covering. Tries from 10. That one's not going to go. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 2. And a chance now to set. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And that should do it with the second.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
no problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Knight and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter at the small forward. Here's Dragic, and he banks in the layup. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here we go. It's Butler. And no good. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. And that one drops. Carter's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Completing the fast break. Carter Jr. is a rim-to-rim runner. He moves well.
Crowder goes in. Back to Adebayo. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Left side, Levine. Lets it fly. Misses off the left iron. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Adebayo. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And again, Chicago, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Young drives in. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
The Bulls making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Valentine wide open, he fires, but they recover it. Pass to Cornet. And here's Young from the arc. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Here's Miami now. They're on an 11-2 run. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Valentine.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Iguodala outside. Back to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Butler. An easy 2 points on the layup. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Adebayo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adebayo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Harrison passes to Valentine. Back to Harrison. Chicago again turning it over. And some changes here for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Jimmy Butler. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Saturansky comes in for Harrison. Here's Hero. No points in the game yet for him. And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Bean comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's White in for Dunn. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bulls trail by 7. And Saturansky kicks to Carter. On the wing, Levine. Pass to Saturansky. Kick out to Levine. Shoots over Crowder. Here's Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
Miami leading by 5. The kick out to Crowder. To the middle. Here's Olynyk to the left side wing. Robinson dishes to Olynyk. Back to Robinson. That will count. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Heat out front. They're up by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Levine.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, he gets scorching hot. That can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Carter, and Porter subbed in for Kobe White. Hutchison passes to Markkanen. Pass to Hutchison. Saturansky looking around. They get the rebound. Here's Markkanen, and another shot. It's blocked.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
And Levine with the block. Dragic with it. It's Crowder on the wing. Saturansky covering. Dragic dishes to Olynyk. And Porter, here we go. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Ball going up court. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading the scores.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Robinson. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. In the corner, it's Levine. Left side, Markkanen. Back to Levine. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The timing on display. I mean, you got to respect Wendell Carter Jr.'s ability to read where misses are going and pounce on them.
There's the lob to Carter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look. Such incredible house for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
And so Sederansky will bring it up for Chicago. Outside Porter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Carter. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. The Heat leading by 6. Dragic the pass to Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. Adebayo down low. Markkanen on him. Back to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
The competitive mindset of Butler. He's great at figuring out different ways to create for himself.
Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in. Bulls trail by 10. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And again, no good by Chicago. He'd have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Hero, no good. Not a lot of time left for the Bulls in this one. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. And the pass to Hero. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Now Butler. Pass to Hero. Markkanen pulls it in. 27 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Levine dishes to White. It's stolen by Dragic. And the first one drops.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
White the pass to Carter. Great D that time from Adebayo. Got a piece of it. And stolen by White. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Crip.
on the planet?
Man, it's so excited. I worked so long, so years to become the second player European to qualify to the 2000 My Team tournament, so it's so exciting.
Now, what kind of My Team cards are you using? What are some of your favorite players, or what kind of lineup were you using to qualify?
Right now, I'm using
For the land of the free.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Garland with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And good that time.
Pretty good energy from the young guard Garland there. Rockets right back up the court in the fast break.
Adebayo drives in. Dragic looking it over. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And it's Osman missing. He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Outside, Sexton. Offline with his 3. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Back to Sexton. Love kicks to Garland. Will it go? And Adebayo sends it back. Crowder the pass to Butler. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Outside Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Robinson trying to get open as Adebayo. The kick out to Dragic. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. The shot that time not on target. And Cleveland the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Love from the arc. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Robinson finds Butler to the inside. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Dragic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Passes it to Osman. Now Garland. Here's Love. Rebound by Butler.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Right wing. Outside, Robinson lets the three fly. Not going to go that time. And Cleveland the other way now. Sexton on the wing. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam with the emphatic block.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Again, the Heat good for two.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Garland. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Adebayo kicks to Iguodala. Hero passes to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 4. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Heat lead by 6. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. From deep three-point range, Windler's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. The pass to Hero. Jones against Porter. 6 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 18. From deep. Nance, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For Miami, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Jones in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Iguodala, the pass to Jones. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Here's Sexton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. And it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Garland, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Iguodala outside. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. And Nance kicks to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Porter in the corner. To the middle. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. That one goes in.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
Iguodala wide open. The putback. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 18. And a wide open look for Porter. No good off the back of the rim.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Jones the pass to Hero. The kick out to Dragic. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. All alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Here's Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Here's Garland. Thompson stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. The Heat leading by 16. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
To the wing right side. Back to Dragic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dragic has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A second chance effort. And Thompson kicks to Porter from downtown. He can't get it to go. Well, he go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Garland, and Jones sends it back.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Shot from the top of the key. Garland, no good. Left side, Butler. Back to Crowder. And so it's Miami. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was Jay Crowder who got hot in the first. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Jay Crowder has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Deep 2 from Robinson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Heat lead by 16.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name, though. You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Some solid defense from Butler.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Back to Sexton. Kicks it out to Love. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Garland, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
He gets that one. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. And Cleveland with a change here too. Windler's checked in. Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Count that one. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Osman. The offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Knocked away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Duncan Robinson. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman.
And Jetty Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
It gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Jetty always showing up here to compete.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Our Heat leading by 11. To the paint. It's Butler that time on the assist by Iguodala. Butler's got 8.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
That's a 2 from Sexton. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Porter with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Windler. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. For Miami, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Hero. His three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Windler, no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Well, Heat leading by 10. The drive by Iguodala. It's stolen by Nance. Floats one up, and that one's good by Porter.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Jones dishes to Olynyk. The three, and that one released in time, but no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Johnson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the small forward.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass, and then the quick jam.
There's Garland. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Porter against Iguodala. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Finished off the break.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. Iguodala finds Adebayo. Down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. There's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Big hands helping you on defense. That time Tristan Thompson shows off the mitts.
Porter with the steal. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Porter with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Dragic. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Cleveland.
From deep three-point range, Love, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? To the paint, here's Drummond, and he converts the layup. That's now 8 points for Andre Drummond.
Assessing that possession right there, Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
Crowder kicks to Butler. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Drummond.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Dragic dishes to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The kick outside to Butler. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. That puts them in the lead. And the Heat lead by 1.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Robinson. There's the feed to Crowder. Outside Butler. Inside. And it's sent back by Drummond. They retain possession. Robinson kicks to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Butler. The Heat need to get a shot off. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
The shot by Sexton, no good. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Kicks it out to Love. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Yes! Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
It's good!
Oh, what a tremendous shot from Dragic there. He is defining clutch.
Outside, Sexton to the middle. No good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Well, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.